The mean IQ scores for 1,400 students is 105. That's the average IQ score for those 1,400 students with standard deviation of 15. Assuming the scores have a normal curve, that's this, normal curve, answer the following. Okay, so as soon as they say the words normal curve, you know you need the normal curve distribution. So you want to have this in your notes for the next exam because you'll need it because there's going to be several problems that talk about the normal curve, and there's the normal curve with its percentages. Okay, so let's go through the question. So what we do first off is we put the information on there. The mean, the average IQ score for these 1,400 students is 105. So I'm going to put that right in the middle. That's where the average goes. It's the middle. It's the average, the mean. Okay, but the standard deviation is 15. Not everybody's average, right? Some are above, some are below. So we go up by 15. So 105 plus 15, what's that going to be? 120. Then every line is a standard deviation jump. Add, 15 for the next one. This is going to be 130. Let me do that a little better. 135, and then go up by 15 again. 150. All right, and then the other direction, we're going to go down by 15. So, because it's like a number line, with 105 in the middle instead of 0 in the middle. So it's just like a number line with 105 in the middle. You go down 15, you'd be at 90. And then down 15 again, you'd be at 75. And then down 15 again, you'd be at 60. Okay. So, here, let me move this out of the way just so we can see it better right there. So there we go. So now let's answer the questions they have for us. They're saying, find the number of students with an IQ score between 90 and 120. So 90's right there, 120's right there. That's 68% of the students. So that's 68%. But careful, notice they didn't ask you for percentage, they asked for the number. Well, how many students? Well, remember, there's 1,400 total in this study. And 68% of them, since they're normally distributed, they're bell-shaped distributed, they must have an IQ. There must be 68% of them having an IQ between 90 and 120. So that's 68% of the 1,400 students, which is 0.68 times, remember, of in math is times, 1,400. So if you multiply that out, I'm getting 952. So there must be 952 students out of the 1,400 students that have an IQ between 90 and 120. Let's try the next question. Find the number of students with an IQ between 75 and 135. 75, let me get rid of this down here. 75 and 135. So here's 75 and 135. Oh, that's 95%, isn't it? So 95%, let me get this out of the way. So 95% of the 1,400 students, that's 0.95 of is times 1,400. Multiply that on the calculator. I'm getting 1,330. 1,330 students must have an IQ between 75 and 135 in that group. Okay, and now the number of students with an IQ score over 150. Well, here's 150 right here. And so over is above, is to the right, right? This is where the scores get higher. See how the numbers, 105 is the average, and they get higher, 120, 135, 150. So over 150 is out here. It's 0.15%. That's not very many people. So I'll just do it right up here. So it's 0.15% of the 1,400 people. Now, careful with that 0.15%. You got to change to a decimal. Remember, whenever we change to a decimal, like let's go back to the 68. The decimal was here and it went back 2 places. It was here and it went back 2 places. Let me get rid of this. And so now it's here. It's going to go back 2 places. It's going to be 0.0015 times 1,400. And so if you do that on your calculator, I just did it. I got 2.1. They say round to the nearest person. So we will say 2 people will have that kind of IQ over 150, 2 people. So there we go. That's how we do normal distribution. Make sure this curve is on your notes for the next exam.